I'm a sweet 75. I was born 2nd of August, 1933.
And you don't look it.
Oh dear, thank you very much.
Where were you born? Tell me a little bit about...
I born in Guyana. The place name is Eccles, East Bank, Guyana. It was British Guiana when I born, but now it's Guyana. And I lived there when I get married. I live in Georgetown. That is not far from the public hospital. I did dressmaking all my life. And it's something I enjoy doing.
What was it like growing up in Guyana? What was it like being a child?
Being a child in Guyana at that time, it was all different from now. Because our parents were very strict. The things that people do now, you couldn't do it then. You know, like getting pregnant, getting children openly, and they don't care. That never happened then.
What are some of your favourite memories of being a child in Guyana?
Oh, my parents had 9 children. I was the third. And it wasn't quite a stressful life, but it wasn't, you know, it was a good life. Because you don't have to be very, very rich to be happy. You know, my dad was working and mom getting the children, and we were happy that.
What do you remember about school?
Oh, school days was happy. Because I can remember playing rounders, playing different games, and you know, when you're doing your lessons, it was fantastic. Because once you're not a 1-2 backward, you enjoy what you were doing. And with that, you could choose, you know, which way you want to go. I wanted to do hairdressing when I was young. I told my mom I want to do hairdressing. But then where we were living, it wasn't easy to get the test. You know, like you go, you sit, a test is, do your hair. It wasn't very easy at that time. But with dressmaking, where they were selling the single machines, they had a place there. It's like a college, but wasn't quite. And when Mrs. Degar, the owner's wife, asked me if I wanted to have a go at it, I said, sure, I would love to do it. And I started with her, and I took the 4th lot. Then she said to me, she said, you did it very well. You want to do the other half? I said, oh, there's more. She said, oh, yes. There's another half. I said, what would I learn? Then she said to me, you would learn to do the full lining and to do the trousers, ladies' one, and how to put on the zips and everything. I said, okay, I'll do it. She worked with pins, lots of pins, and chalk. And when I finished, she said, oh, you have done well.
So is that what you continued, was that
Oh,
your
yes.
main job for your entire
Oh,
life?
yes. Because in that country, I never worked with anybody. I work on my own. And then I had a little shop. I had 2 nice young ladies with me, and we worked together. And it was a lovely little business. And but when I came over here, I didn't want to get in that solo thing again. So I work in factories here. And the last place of work is a bedding factory, where I do overlocking and all sorts of stuff. They don't like when you're doing the bedspreads. It was a beautiful job.